Right, guys, welcome back to the Outtaboundz show. We're at the British Masters. We're at the Husqvarna store in the fan village, and Josh, you're joining us on the show for the first time ever.
Josh, be honest though, you're cold today, isn't it?
Yeah, but I look good. That's all that matters.
You do look good. You do look good.
All that matters.
You do look good.
I always look forward to seeing you at the golf because I just like seeing what you're wearing. You always come in.
I've got to distract from my actual golf.
All I'm gonna say is don't hit it in the bush.
It's going to be a real problem for me. That's going to be a real problem for me.
Actually, while we're here, and you might be able to see in the distance, we're going to be teeing off in front of there in probably 4 hours' time-ish, 4 hours' time. Yeah. Are you ready for that?
I'm going straight to the range after this. I've got 4 hours. But I didn't realise there was going to be so many people. So like, that's going to be
more than
crowd.
that. There's going to be more than that at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's. I don't know how I feel performing under pressure. I'm not one of those guys. You know when it's like the pressure's on and they come to play.
Yeah.
That's not me.
You'll get there. You'll do it. I believe in you, bro. I believe in you.
Anyway, let's run it back, Josh. I'd like to hear your story back in the day. Where did it all start for you? I know we spoke briefly a little bit at golf in the past, but tell everyone where it started for you.
I mean, this journey of like presenting and kind of doing working in sport and ending up in places like this probably. I mean, it starts way back, like probably 2014. Like I went to university, went to Liverpool University, and my boy was one of the co-founders of Lad Bible.
Yeah.
And this is when Lad Bible was super small. And he calls me one day and he's like, "Bro, I've got this opportunity. We're going to interview Ronnie O'Sullivan." And I was like, "That sounds good." Never done any interviews in my life.
Play snooker.
Didn't know anything about snooker. I knew Ronnie O'Sullivan, one of the goats. So I was like, yeah, all right, cool, sweet, I'll do that. I got an acceptance for a job in recruitment. The next day I was like, "Oh, bro, I can't do it." And I was thinking, he's asked me to do this. Yeah. There'll be millions of opportunities, but my boy runs the place, didn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't get a call for about 2 years. It was
Really?
like, didn't get a call for 2 years. They went like pure, they didn't do any presenter-led stuff. Yeah. Like, I bugged him every day for those 2 years. And eventually he was like, "Right, I've got this opportunity." To get work. Yeah. Well, I was still working in recruitment, man. He was like, "Do you know what? We've got an opportunity with David Hay. Go round. I don't want you to film. I don't want you to say nothing. I don't want you to be on the camera. I want you just to hold the camera and film him and ask the questions." And I was like, got to the gym and I was like, me and David are here. Like, selfie video, like, posted it on the page and people were like, "Oh, you know what? This is actually really, really good."
I love David, man. He's a character.
He's a proper character.
I'll tell you one thing though about David. David, you listen to this, yeah? Bruv, you can't wear suits and Aziks. Bruv, I'm sorry, but carry on.
Lucky he was in gym gear, man. He got some rogue fashion outfits.
What about them honkers that we see?
Oh, I know yeah, we can't do them. I don't like them, man. Everyone's wearing them trainers now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're all addy. So then basically I filmed some stuff like selfie style. People in the office liked it, and I kind of kept getting bits and bobs, but I wasn't turning up to my normal job, my actual day job, and I was doing all this stuff for free. So eventually I was like, "Please, I'm going to get fired. I need you to give me a full-time role." And they were like, "Right, we'll sneak you in the marketing team." And then from there, kind of did some different stuff. Worked in some football, did a campaign with the FA. Went to a lot of the big boxing, like all the AJ fights at Wembley. You know, did loads of Champions League stuff. And then we're kind of building my snowball effect. And then over like 2 or 3 years of doing that, kind of made a bit of a name for myself, and then got a call, and it was like, "Right, we've got an opportunity to go on Love Island." I thought, all right.
Why not?
And it was during the World Cup year, so I was like, it was 2018, so I was like, "Oh my God, am I going to really miss the World Cup to go and do this crazy show?" Yeah. And I thought, if I do okay on the show, then I'll probably be able to, you know what I mean? I'll be able to kind of off my own back, like. Yeah. Instead of using like Sport Bible or Lad Bible as the vehicle to kind of work with these people, maybe I'll be able to do it on my own back.
If you don't mind me saying though, you sound really good. Have you had media training or anything like that? Because you look nice on there.
You know what? I think when I started, you started back at a time when Instagram stories didn't even exist. So like we were doing like Snapchat takeovers at Champions League stuff, but like you get no feedback, right? Like,
hold on, let me just cut in there, right? You're doing Champions League stuff. I was like, what? This guy doing Champions League stuff? Why am I there? How's this guy doing it? But yeah, go on, carry on.
I made all my mistakes like doing kind of like almost like throwaway stuff. So like you learn on the job, and it was always like and it was back when social didn't really exist in the same way it does now. So you're not, if you're like an influencer or you're like a social media like agency or you've got a big page, it's like you didn't get the same amount of time. So it'd be like, all right, we've got Robert Pires here. You've got 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, you
And
got
like, you know,
you gotta
like,
get it done.
Yeah.
he's there like thinking about doing anything else apart. So you got to try it in 2.5 minutes
And
and
keep
make
him
him feel
engaged.
as
And make him feel
comfortable as
engaged.
possible, make him
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
engaged, make something interesting, and you learn like quite quickly. And you fail quite quickly, right? You're like, oh,
Yeah.
that was tough, and you don't get another opportunity. It's not like we'll run it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
So-
ever had any like big disaster moments where you're just thinking, oh man,
You must sort of,
this is
especially early doors.
Too many, probably.
Yeah.
That's the issue. No, I think it's times when you go. A lot of times you feel like you spend too much time like being like, oh, how you doing, bro? You
Yeah,
good?
yeah,
Da, 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 da.
yeah.
And the next time like someone's going, like the PR man's
Hurry up.
going,
yeah, time.
you got 1 minute, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh. Then your boy's looking at you like, have you got the content?
You
And you're
ready?
going, I've got about 2.5 minutes of me just chatting nonsense with him. But apart from that, no. But I think I've been quite lucky where people that I've interviewed have been quite nice and like,
Receptive,
quite
yeah.
receptive to it. But like, I've you've heard of horror stories. Also, I would say, especially if you work in boxing, you get a different interview on a Wednesday night of fight week
Yeah.
than you will on Friday
Friday
night
night,
before
yeah,
Saturday.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because you know, so especially if somebody's making weight, like
Yeah.
you want to stay 10 feet away because they're like a bit ratty,
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
angry,
yeah.
and it's a different human being than
I've
you'll
been
see on a
You
Wednesday.
can get that in golf, I think. Like early on in the week, it's not like that level of a fighter, but golfers they're a bit
they're
like
lights on the
zoned
line.
out. Yeah.
Also, you realise if you piss somebody off,
Yeah.
he might not come back. From
Yeah,
it.
exactly,
He might
yeah,
not
yeah.
come back. From it.
Yeah.
But one thing I would say though, like when I watch boxing, the interviews on boxing, it's almost like you can't be 100% honest to them because it's like you don't want them to. No, seriously, you don't want them to like question themselves when you talk about another fighter because I think if you question yourself, then you've lost that edge.
Yeah, I think it's amazing how emotional boxers are, right?
Yeah.
I think to be a top level fighter, to box at any level, you've got to have a couple screws loose. You know,
Yeah,
you've got to be
100%.
built slightly differently
Different, yeah.
than your normal human being. But it's amazing. I remember being sat with Chisora, who's a good mate of mine.
I spoke to Del
And
yesterday.
Del he's probably the most emotional of them all.
He
Right?
don't even say he's a boxer. I said,
know
what?
what?
He said, I'm a fighter.
I
Yeah,
find
just
him
fight.
so funny because he could just switch like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
like in
Yeah,
mid-interview
like that.
or whatever. When he's flipping tables,
Flipping
and stuff
table.
like
When
that,
he just said,
crazy.
if I ain't a headliner, I ain't doing it.
And
The day before the
isn't he?
fight.
and he's emotional
Yeah.
with it. And like he's probably the best example. With you'll speak to him and you'll be like, oh, mate, what do you think about fighting this person? He's like, that's me, that's easy, of course. And then the next week you'll speak to him and you'll be like, ooh, that's a hard night's work, you know. That's a hard night's work. The next day you'll be like, okay, I'll never lose to that guy. So like they're up and down and they're like the worst part is when you have to go and do an interview like 5 minutes before they go and walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And
that's
you're like,
hard, yeah.
they're doing pads,
Yeah.
and then you just turn up with a camera and a
mic,
microphone,
yeah.
and they're like,
That would be
I'm in
awkward.
fight mode right now. And so,
I get that, you know, because it'd be like a football match. Did you see the Odegaard thing the other day at half time? That's
I don't know how I feel about halftime.
Yeah, I don't like
That
that
felt
either
a bit
because you're
intrusive.
coming out and you're trying to get your mind ready on football. Someone's asking you a question. It's like,
Would you
I'm
have
not too
opted
sure
to
about
do
that.
that when you were playing?
You don't have a choice.
You would just have
No,
to.
because it's like the
As
television
part
rights,
of the
isn't it? Yeah,
contract.
yeah, they want to get more value for money for them,
Yeah.
so it's like part of the contract now. So you have to do it, and he's captain,
Yeah.
so you have to do it.
I mean, if you're having a good game, it's great. If you're having a stinker,
But
you
you
don't want to get dragged down.
You
Arsenal
could
weren't
say
playing
that
great
about
either.
mid-round golf interviews, like when you're walking down
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fairway.
But
Like it's mid-round.
there's a lot of players that don't. I mean, there's a lot of people that commented on that, especially when
Yeah.
Rory was doing it at the Masters one time. It was like, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be
it, yeah.
concentrating on the game. Back
But
to
people
Del though.
wanna see it.
I was with Del. I was with Del a month ago or something like that. We was in Soho House and we was talking. And he's like, oh, you know, I'm training, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, how's training going? He's like, yeah, it's going good, man. It's going good. What, do you want anything to eat? He's like, yeah, burger and chips.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
you're meant to be in shape. You're meant to be
Lucky
getting
he's
yourself ready.
heavyweight. Lucky
He's
he's
like,
a
yeah, exactly. He
heavyweight,
said, no, I train hard, man. I train hard. I said, let's go for a run.
Yeah, you don't want to. But let me tell you right now, one of the hardest sessions I ever did in my life. There was like, he picked me up in the car, and he goes, "You come and training with me." I had no idea he was turning up at the house. Right? He hands me some pre-workout, and he goes,
You're on it.
He goes, "You'll need this." He took me to that London shoot fighters where like
Yeah.
MVP trains,
Yeah.
he trains, a load of Bellator fighters train. I'm like out of shape, you know what I mean?
You were
Just off the
gassing.
back of COVID, I've been eating, you know what I mean? Like honestly, like cheese
Hardest
platters
session, you know.
and a load of red wine. I have never felt so bad.
Sick.
In my life. He made us do something called the acid bath. He's like, this is what we do as fighters.
Acid bath?
That's acid bath. It's
that?
basically 500 meters on the ski erg. It goes
Okay.
1 kilometer on
The pads.
the bike.
Oh, the
bike,
body
yeah.
bike.
Oh, the
that
cross
one,
trainer
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
on
yeah.
the bike. And then on the rower, you got to do another kilometre. You got to do it in under 5 minutes. I said,
5 minutes?
I said, these
5 minutes.
fighters are dying. These fighters are feeling horrific.
Nah.
I quit. I'm not going to lie to you, I quit. He said, I can actually never bring you back here again. You've embarrassed me. Silence on the car right now.
I'm
So he
going
does
to
do it.
serious?
He actually said to me, I spoke to him yesterday.
Do
He
you
said
reckon
to
you
me,
could do that?
I definitely could have. I don't know about now.
No,
I don't know about
no,
now.
no.
I don't know about now. But the rowing would be hard. The rowing bit at the,
No,
it's at
them
the end
ski-
as well. No, the
them
rowing at the
ski-
end.
yeah,
bro,
but
the rowing
them
at the
skier
end's another
work in
level.
everything.
Because you know,
They're
like,
hard.
they put the thing on the highest as well, innit? The resistance. That'll be hard. That'll be
Supposed to be
hard.
an athlete, Joe.
I was, man. I'm not no more in it. I like a few donuts.
You just like a nice long walk down, innit?
Exactly, that's what it is. The last 4 or 5 hour walk.
Speaking about all these big events, boxing, all these things you've done, what's one that you'd say that you haven't done that you'd love to do? Like what sport or big event?
That's a good question, Trey. That's a good question. You put him on the spot. Hey, listen to this shit because he wants to get paid.
No, there's so many. I mean, I love sport in general. Is like a massive, like, it's just I'm passionate about sport, whether it's football, basketball, golf, tennis, and I managed to work in a load of them. And I think that really my favourite thing to do that I had never done was I was like the main presenter for Eubank Ben.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah,
and that
it's
was like
wicked.
one of the
The
biggest
atmosphere
British
was amazing.
fights. I mean, it was like an honour for me to do, and that was like at the very pinnacle of what I wanted to do. I just want to do more of that.
I tell you what.
Do you know, I love my boxing, and it's just when you're on air on a fight night, especially like you're at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, you're at Wembley. There's a different atmosphere. There's a different.
Well, Wembley's
vibe.
better though, isn't it?
I mean, for me as an Arsenal fan, I really enjoy Wembley over that place.
I'll tell you one thing though. That fight there, everyone was gassed for it, right? But when Eubank's dad got out,
Bro, that was different. When I see
everyone
that,
just
when
went.
Chris
Everyone,
stands up.
the crowd just erupted. It was like,
It was like
yeah.
WWE.
I know. It was like.
we
I was
were
gonna say.
stood there, and we got told in our ear, we're doing the broadcast, and it's me, Tony, and Carl Frampton.
Yeah.
And you get told, by the way, something's going to happen here. And then you're on the gantry, and you turn around, and the screen,
yeah.
the big screen just go boom.
Yeah.
And he's coming out the car.
And everyone was cheering in it. It was
Everyone was
amazing.
So you found
Mad.
out when everyone found out.
We found
when
out,
you was there.
honestly, about 30 seconds before.
Wow.
So
That's
it was
mad.
and to be a boxing fan and then be part of something like that, incredible.
I wonder if that was actually true because Chris said he called him or was at his hotel the night before and popped in and said I'm gonna come with you tomorrow. Was that actually true? Do you reckon he planned it?
You know what?
like it, did it?
With the Eubank, they're such showmen that
You think they
you'll
planned
never
it?
know. You'll never know. You'll never know the full truth.
One thing though, when he was doing his interviews before and the way, like, what was it? Who was talking to him? Like Fury was talking about, you should do it with your dad and everything. It seemed really genuine.
Yeah.
So if they did plan that, I mean, they tricked everyone.
Yeah.
They tricked everyone.
It'll be interesting to find out. I might actually text Chris and be like, now the dust has
Why are you name
settled.
dropping for all the time, bro?
You know?
Here's one for you. So, I'm not gonna say to you who's the most difficult person you interviewed.
Yeah.
But who is the best person you've interviewed that surprised you with, the way they are? So, like, like when you judge a book like by its cover.
Yeah.
And like you think, actually, he's really nice or she's really nice.
Do you know what? It probably wasn't like that much of a surprise, but they say like never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Right. So like I got the opportunity when the new Bad Boys came out to interview Will Smith, and like he's my hero.
Yeah.
Like this is like
Well, you base your look on him. Let me see the markup.
I'm not.
Let me see the
I'm
markup.
not but I'm going for the Fresh Prince high top. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
But like, so I was so and when someone's that big and that like. They've been a Hollywood A-lister for years, and you watch all their films.
Yeah.
You're thinking, oh my god, imagine if it's different. Imagine if they and they can easily like blow you off
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
like, I was
It's
there
Hollywood as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on like a red carpet. They've given us like a slot of time, and one of the nice guys, him and Martin Lawrence, like honestly,
Yeah.
like two
Down
of
to
the
earth
nicest
as
guys,
well.
super
Really?
easy to chat to, down to earth.
Yeah.
Was like hanging around after me, like, yo, we staying there.
You got his
Like,
number?
love you. No.
Who's the most famous person's number in your phone?
Probably AJ maybe.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I see your WhatsApp
Are you in his?
picture.
Are you in his though?
Yeah. Don't worry, you got my number saved. Don't worry, we chat a little bit. We chat.
He's not like, what's happening, bro? Who's this?
Don't call my phone again.
No, I've got to say this is a serious pick.
Oh,
That's
Shaq.
a serious pick.
I can't
That's a
even get
serious
that.
pick.
Oh, mate, Shaq. I love Shaq.
Yeah. I mean,
Bro,
Shaq,
that is
I don't have
sick.
Shaq's number, but you know what? Shaq was probably one of those guys where he's such like a big presence.
Yeah.
And we did like a hosted a day with him for NBA in Abu Dhabi. And I was nervous for that one. I was very, very nervous.
But his hand looked like
What, like this?
though.
Looking like this?
Well, I mean,
Like
he's
him.
6'9",
Yeah.
he probably weighs like 5 of me,
Yeah.
and he's just got a different level of...
But his
he does
hands
his own
look
thing now.
his hands look like
Spades.
Yeah.
Like spades.
But do you know, like, he seems again really down to earth.
Super.
But he's one of them people like Dell.
Yeah.
He can just switch.
Switch.
I mean, even
don't-
that show that he done with another brand that we can't really talk about. I thought that was really good because he was sponsored by them back in the day, and then obviously they died a little bit, but he's trying to bring them back to life. But the way in him and Allen Iverson like carried themselves and the way they was, he's such a good businessman.
They're operators, you know what I mean? They're intense, and that's why you also want to do, like, when you're around these people, you don't want to like mess up your lines. You don't want to get something wrong or
That's
not
pressure,
do a good job
innit?
because you're like,
It's pressure.
these lot operate on a completely different planet to the planet that I'm operating on.
That's like pressure. I think that pressure's good though. It makes you work.
Yeah,
Do
for
it,
sure.
do a good job, right?
But one thing I'd say about you as well, like you always seem like you're being yourself. So it's not like you're acting. It's not like you're really trying. You're just you. But you obviously do research, innit? Because you can't mess that up.
You have to. I mean, you have to. I mean, that's like I was saying. Like always, if anyone asks me like any advice in terms of they're trying to get into the presenting space and they're trying to do kind of work in the same space that I'm in, I always just say like prepare, man.
Yeah.
You have to prepare. Like once you prepare, like an interview can go one way or the other way, but like, often it goes down on a random tangent. But as long as you're prepared,
Over prep's good, isn't it?
over prep, cool.
Yeah,
You
I
can never
definitely
be-
do that.
Back to golf. How did you get into it? Because I know you love golf. You're a massive fan of the game.
Do you know what? I was almost forced into it. Almost.
By who?
All my boys.
Yeah.
Because I was probably the last of I was like the last of a dying breed. I was still in the West End.
But I'm
I
gonna
was
be
still
honest with you,
enjoying.
your swing is good. Your swing looks good.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah,
There's 5,000
I mean,
people
it
watching.
looks
later,
good.
so-
If it looks good, you got a real
That's
good
all right. I
chance.
can just
Yeah,
slow it down
that
on
is true.
Instagram. That's fine. But like, I was basically, like, I enjoyed going out and like the social and
Yeah.
So my boys started going, oh, do you know what?
Well, where's
Well, he actually started.
he got a hole in one the
He
other
started
day?
before me. We don't want to talk about it. It's not about that. He's too good at everything. Honestly, he annoys me. But I was still going out, and the boys were going, oh, can't come out, can't do this because we've got a tea time at 8 o'clock, or we've got a 9 o'clock tea time on a Sunday or a Saturday.
Yeah.
And then I ended up like not seeing some of my boys for like, I ain't seen you in 6 months.
Golfing.
Yeah,
They
what's
were like,
going
well,
on?
if you want to come,
Well,
come see us, you could come
Yeah,
play
you
golf.
got-
I'm like that with you, innit? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is when we play at a course that I've never played before. I don't sleep well the night before.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Of course.
And then when you get there and then you don't play, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that happens to me a lot.
You get excited, innit?
I
Like
get
to play a proper
excited. I love it. I'm gonna be straight with you, man. I love golf. If you said to me, rolling my career back, would
tell
you
you
prefer
what.
to play in the Premier League or on the PGA Tour? I'm gonna go PGA Tour.
No, we was chatting last
I
night
swear
about
down.
this.
I'll go
Yeah.
PGA. Yeah.
Okay, if you make the same money from football as golf, what would you choose in your career?
Golf.
Really? Because all
Yeah.
the football lads last night were saying football still.
No,
Because of like
I'm-
the changing room, like the camera, all that shit.
It's individual sport though. Like you're constantly.
No, but you know what the thing is, like, one thing, I mean, this is just practical as well, like, you don't really get the injuries in golf, right? And then you get the longevity. I can play until I'm 60-something years old.
But you could play
you're on your
football
own.
and then go and play golf.
Yeah, but not professionally.
It's been
Oh,
done. But
no,
Peter
professionally.
Peter Odemwingie, bro. That's what
Peter's
he's playing.
whack, man. You're whack, bro. I'm sorry.
I see.
Jimmy's serious.
His ends. He might be
we
after
play-
you if you hear him say that.
Man, I played at Little Aston the other day, and he played in the tournament. Man, I said, "What did you score?" Man, I came third. My team came third, and I had a good round that day. He came like 6 or something like that.
Yeah, but you played scramble,
Yeah,
bro. He's
like-
playing his own ball.
Yeah. No, we weren't playing scramble. I had a good round, bro. I had a wicked round actually. I shoot 78 or something. I was happy with that.
And what do you want to get out of golf, Josh? Like, what's your aspirations? Do you just want to get down low? Do you want to do anything in golf?
Do you know what? I want to be good. I want to enjoy. My main aim is just to enjoy every round I play.
Yeah.
Because for me, like, I've got boys who playing off like single figures. I've got boys who are playing like me who are playing like mid-20s.
Yeah.
So like, I just want to be able to get to a point where I enjoy every.
But you do enjoy it though, don't you?
I do.
The
but
social
I can
part.
Get, I
You
can
wanna
get,
play
I just,
well.
Yeah, I want to play well. I get emotional at myself because there's something in there.
But you
I
know what the
believe-
thing is?
I believe.
You told me this as well. You just got to manage your expectations because when you look at some of these players, like I've seen players like on tour like 12 putt
Hits and
and things
shots,
like that.
yeah.
It's crazy, but
Yeah.
you don't see it on TV. All you see is a great rounds or a really, really bad round. You don't see the in between. But I mean, for me, I want to be the best I can be. But I want to get to a point where, like, do you know, like Jimmy, he's not shanking things. He's still, you know, you can still say, I want to do this and then do it.
He's played for time, though. Played for time.
A lot of these northern man, though, a lot of these northern man, like, we don't have golf courses in central London.
Jimmy ain't northern, is he?
No, but he's
Jimmy's
outside.
actually from
he is actually.
So you're making excuses there?
But he played up north for a bit, though, hasn't he? He played up north for a bit. No, I love Jimmy, though.
All right, we're going to finish 3 quick fires, Josh. In fact, I got 2 down here, but I want to do this one. Dream dinner guest.
Oh, wow. How many can I have? Just one?
You got to put your missus in there.
That's Ruby. Okay, that's
All right,
one.
we'll let you. How many should we let him have?
Go on.
Your missus and 3.
3 more.
Okay. Right.
But obviously you can't put a hottie in there because your missus might look at them.
Fair. Thinking that now. Michael B. Jordan's off the list.
Exactly.
He's out.
You know what? We'll go Denzel Washington.
Yeah, boy, Denzel.
I think just drop some knowledge.
He's a legend though as well.
Wisdom.
You see him the other day, by the way.
Yeah.
You see him the other day, just giving it like some of these
that's what
people,
I'm
they talk too much.
Really?
Yeah.
They ain't done
That's
it
what
and
he'd
they
be saying
talk.
to me.
Yeah, I know.
He's inviting me for dinner. He won't shut up.
That's what I was saying to him about you.
Who am I bringing in?
2 more.
Oh wow, 2 more. I'm gonna bring in Thierry Henry.
All right. Yeah.
Terry's a character.
Thierry.
I love
He
Thierry.
jokes at dinner.
Thierry, boy. Thierry was, when I was at Arsenal, boy, he was like, he's like God.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? He's looking
like my
wow.
hero.
Yeah.
And then the third and final guest.
I'm thinking of one, but I can't believe you ain't mentioned him.
Am I thinking about the same one? Hang on. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're on antics.
What? You tell me and I'll say.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
But he might be a bit. I was thinking I want to throw some banter in there. Michael Jordan. He'd be judging the potatoes. He'd be judging the steak.
He's gonna want to bet you.
Yeah. I mean,
cigars that you're bringing to the
Cigars,
table.
everything. He must be someone you want to interview as well, by the
He might
way.
start gambling. You know what I mean? He might start being like, I bet you can't fit the fork into the thing. It's like £1 million down.
No,
I've got to keep it nice and easy.
It's true.
I've got to keep it like Michael McIntyre or something. You know what I mean?
true,
Oh, Chris
true.
Rock. I'm putting Chris Rock in there.
Chris Rock would be good.
Just
Would you say to him about why you let Will Smith slap you like that?
I should have asked Will Smith that, to be honest.
All right, next one. Favorite sports moment?
Ooh,
Favourite sports?
Like you could have worked on it, or you might have just.
you've done your research, innit? You're asking some good questions today.
Yeah? Trey comes to
Someone's
play.
got to.
Someone's
Someone's got to do
Trey
something.
showed me how it's done.
I know. You do the research. I'll do the entertainment.
Favourite ever sports moment? Oh my god. Honestly, like the sports moment that like sticks out to me the most is 1998 FA Cup final. I'm telling you, Arsenal Newcastle to win the double. Like for me, and I remember because where I was saying,
right. That's peak Wrighty, you know.
Yeah, peak Wrighty.
Peak
right?
Wrighty.
So where I live, if you go down, you got Blackstock Road.
Yeah, I know this.
Right, and then you carry on Coleman Street,
Yeah.
and you've got the East Stand. So as soon as this happened, bro, the parade. I remember being on my dad's shoulders in the new kit with the JVC.
That was
like my.
Do you know what the funny thing was about Highbury as well? Like you wouldn't know this, but like when I remember sitting in the, it was a game when Tony Adams scored right at the end. Was it Everton? Yeah, Everton.
Yeah.
Everyone was cheering. It felt like the stand was like swaying almost.
Oh,
People were going people were going crazy.
Yeah. I used to have like my dad's mate used to take me to the North Bank.
North Bank was
And you'd be in the lower tier of the North Bank, and every time like Thierry Henry or Ian Wright, these players, they'd be like bearing down on the North Bank, and everyone would stand up and you hear like all the plastics. It's my favourite sound of all time.
So who's your favourite Arsenal player of all time?
That's it.
Thierry.
Yeah. Do you know what's crazy?
He's at dinner, bruv. Come on.
Thierry Henry.
No, but you know what the thing is about that?
Rogue One, Ashley Cole was my even when in peak of Thierry Henry's power, Ashley Cole was actually my Arsenal idol.
Really?
Yeah, I know. And I spoke to him the other day. I said, "You broke my heart." He was like,
I tell you, broke my heart in that one. Arsenal.
Yeah.
But he's top two in the world, and they offer some dibby contract. Nah, man, I'm sorry. Arsenal need to
At the
start
time,
paying
I couldn't
people.
understand it. Now I understand.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, for him, it was probably the best thing he ever done. He won Champions League, leagues,
Most
everything.
successful
Exactly.
English player.
He's crazy, man.
All right, last one. We'll set the scene. You're walking out on the first tee. What's the hype track that's getting played? This is really important as well, Josh. What's the hype
Do
track?
you know what? I'm playing Many Men. 50 Cent.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
All right then.
Because all these people wanted me to fail. That's what I'm going to say in my head. I'm going to believe that they want me to
like
fail,
that.
and then that's going to give me what I
I
need.
like
So I
I
know
wanna
that's
play-
playing in your
Everyone's like
ears when you're
clapping.
out.
You guys hate me. They want me to shoot.
I would have played DMX, my beep.
Slightly different crowd.
I know.
Josh, thanks for coming on, bro.
Oh, my
Appreciate it.
brother.
Thanks, bro.
Pleasure,
That was
bro.
wicked, man. Thank you.